In this video, you're going to learn how to scrape unlimited leads from Apollo. You're going to get that data, bring it into n8n so that it can be cleaned and ready for your outreach. The biggest problem most businesses have is that they don't have enough leads flowing into their business. So we're going to learn how to use AI tools like n8n to help solve this problem. So the steps we're going to take is, first, we're going to look at how to scrape unlimited leads from Apollo. I'm going to tell you what method to use and what you should avoid if you want to go for the most cost-effective process. Then we're going to go into n8n to clean that data and get it ready for your outreach. So let's jump straight into it. This is the workflow we're going to be using. And if you want to get this workflow straight away and just follow along yourself, then I have a free school community where I teach people how to use AI agents in business. So go into the AI agents resources section, and then you have it here. You can just download the link and there's some instructions on how to use it. But let's jump into it. Before we can use this workflow, we first need to get the leads from Apollo. So Apollo is this database where you can basically come up with your ideal customer profile, and they have a database of hundreds of millions of emails, and it's very high quality. You can go in, you can say, we only want the verified emails. You can say, I can here put in VP of Marketing, Chief Marketing Officer, if they're the people I'm going after. You can say the company size, and there's lots of things like buying intent, really cool filters. I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but it's a great database for finding leads for your business. The problem with it is that it's very expensive. So you can see here, it's $49 per month. So billed annually, it's about $600, and you only get 60,000 credits. So people can send that many emails in like a week or a month. So cost effectively is not the best approach to get it straight from Apollo. What most people recommend you do, that I don't, is use Apify to scrape Apollo. So Apify is this store where you can come in and find different web scrapers. It's useful, but I don't recommend it for this particular purpose. What you have here is some Apollo lead scrapers, but most of them are going to try to ask you to log in. So they're going to either ask for your cookies or login details. So that means you either have to pay for it anyways, or you have a risk of getting caught and getting banned. Some may not have cookies, which is a step in the right direction, but it's still $45 per month plus usage. So not the most cost-effective method. The method I've used in my agency in the past successfully, and which was the most cost-effective method, is this website called exportapollo.io. So here you can get 1,000 leads for just $15.99, and I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. I've just used this tool in the past and it's worked for me personally. So you can see, for example, if you wanted to get 10,000 leads for your business, that would be $30. So if you had 10,000 emails and just one of them converted, you can see it's a crazy return on investment. So you want to get the URL from your Apollo database, paste into this service, and then they'll be able to give you the leads. So I'll show you an example of the leads I got when using them. So here, they gave me a large quantity of leads all in this database, and I get the email, the information, the LinkedIn URL. So this is really good, right? You get the LinkedIn URL, organization primary domain, and organization LinkedIn URL. So I've used this in the past to scrape that information for personalized outreach. Won't be covering it in this video, but I can cover it in a future video if you'd like me to. But in this video specifically, we're looking at how we can clean this data and get it into n8n. So I've just taken a few, for example. Some of the data you get is not clean. So we're missing LinkedIn URLs. The organization name have things like Agency Inc. in them. You don't want to reach out to an email and say, hey, I saw you worked at Agency Inc. They'll know that it's automated and they'll just ignore you. You can have missing organization primary domains, or the titles can be funny. Like here's like account director / senior team leader. You know, if you're sending a cold email to this person, you will say, hey, I saw your account director at Spin, the company here. So you want to be able to use AI in n8n to clean all of this. So let me take you through how you can do that. So first step, go into n8n. And this is the workflow. We're going to get the data into n8n. We're going to take out all the empty cells. We're going to use ChatGPT to clean the job title and company name. And then we're going to merge that data together and upload it back into our Google Sheets. But let's go over this step by step. So we'll start off with this first step. We want to add Apollo lead data. So we'll open up the node. And what you want to do here is you want to connect your Google account. It's really easy. You just sign in and then you choose the get rows operation. So this is telling n8n you want to read the data, and then you want to choose the right document and the right sheets. So here we can see we have all the data that I just showed you in the Google Sheets. Next step is we want to have our first cleaning process. So for me, I will use an if node to take out any empty cells. So what I'm saying is that if any of these parameters is empty, I don't want that piece of information. So if the LinkedIn URL, the organization website, the job title, or the organization name, if any of those cells are empty, take it out for me. And then that's what it does here. So you have a true branch, so 7 of them were fine, 2 of them were had empty cells, so we took them out. So then we go to the true branch, and this is when we start using ChatGPT to clean the job title and the company name. So I have spent hours obsessing over the perfect prompt to do this. So first you'll connect your OpenAI account, just add in your API details, connect it here. And then this is the interesting bit. I've created this prompt here and I've tested it many different times, used it in my own personalized outreach. And this is, for me, the best prompt I've been able to come up with to get most of the data we get cleaned. So it covers a lot of different scenarios, and you can get this free. Just download the workflow provided, and then you can just copy and paste it. So what we want to do here is we want to say in the inputs, we want to add the input dynamically. So here's the job title that we're going to get from the previous node, and we want to output the response as a JSON. So this is what this response format is here, and we want to let it know what the email is. So this is the process here. I just want to make sure we remember the output as a JSON. So we've got the account director name and we have their email. And then exact same thing for the company name. And you have a prompt here, and you can copy this prompt as well from the workflow. So once we have that, this part is just merging the two nodes here, the job title and the company name together. So if I were to press this, we can see from the nodes on the left, we get the cleaned company name and the clean job title, but they're from separate nodes. So we just want to bring it into one piece of information here. So now we have the account director, so the job title, the email, and the company name. But you can see we got all these other bits of information from the ChatGPT response that we don't want. Like we have this is just like parameters you get when you use the ChatGPT API. So the next step is just to take out this information, which we do in this edit fields node. And then finally, we merge it all together. I'll show you each node as well in case you want to follow along. So here, all I'm doing is I'm choosing the right information I want to use. And I'm going to say, give me the job title, the email, and the clean company name, but I don't want anything else. And that's where it outputs super clean. And we have all the information that we've just processed with n8n here. And then the final step is we want that clean job title and company name, but we also want the original data. Those like things like their first name, surname, all that good stuff. We don't want to lose that. But this part just combines them all together in this final node here. If I press this, then we're going to see all the information we want combined here. Now this is ready. And now we want to upload it back to the Google Sheets. So one manual process here that you need to be aware of is when you're updating it here, the new Google Sheets, it needs to have headers in it so n8n can read them. Let me explain what that means. So here I have a tab for the cleaned lead data that I've created. Just make sure you add all the headers you need, including the new headers for the clean job title and clean company name. Because when n8n reads this Google Sheets, it needs to know where to put the data. So we just need to have some headers here. So I put the headers in. And then when you have this node, it's then able to recognize the headers. So here, every single part here is a header is recognized. And then you just drag the data underneath them so it knows where to put them. You run the step, and then you've uploaded all your new clean data into a CSV. So here, for example, you can see the old title was account director, so senior team leader. Now it's just account director. Or you had agency inc, now it's just agency. Now this is ready. You can download it as a CSV, you can upload it to Airtable, you can add it instantly, and it's ready for your outreach. And I've just done this with 8 here, but you can do this with thousands, and it's the most cost-effective method that I've come across. So I hope that's been helpful, and if you found that useful, then consider either looking at the school community or subscribing. So I'm going to be doing more videos on how you can use n8n for personalized outreach, how you can use it for marketing or sales, and just general activities to help you in your business. So catch you next time.